The research section of the scientific method has now been completed, and we're going to move on to the next step, which is the hypothesis. So we need our notebooks open, write in the hypothesis title, and now let's start writing one. Now when writing a hypothesis, remember this is our prediction. We're always going to start with the word if. Now after the word if, we're now going to write in what our independent variable was. And in this case, it is if the concentration of plants in freshwater lakes change from low, being Lake Ronkonkoma, to medium, being Blydenburg Lake, and high, being Specs Pond. Now I'm going to write the word then. So I already have my independent variable stated. I am now going to make a prediction of what I think is going to happen to the dependent variable. So my dependent variable was the nitrate level. So it is my prediction that Lake Ronkonkoma will have the lowest nitrates, while Specs Pond will have the highest nitrates. Well, I mentioned my independent variable. I made a prediction of what I thought was going to happen to the dependent variable, but I'm not done yet. I have to finish off my hypothesis with an explanation. Now this is why we did the research in the second step. The research was going to help me make the most educated prediction that I could. Anyone can guess. So I looked over my research that we did before, and I came up with a reason. So I'm going to write the word because. And my explanation is going to be because the more vegetation a body of water has, the more plants will rot and the more animals it will attract, which produce waste in the water. Alright, so our hypothesis has now been finalized. Let's read it one more time so we can get the full flow of it. If the concentration of plants in freshwater lakes change from low being Lake Ronkonkoma to medium being Blydenburg Lake and high being Specs Pond, then Lake Ronkonkoma will have the lowest nitrates, while Specs Pond will have the highest nitrates, because the more vegetation a body of water has, the more plants will rot, and the more animals it will attract, which produce waste in the water. Well, there you have it. So my prediction has now been written down. Now the fun part begins. Will my prediction be accurate or not? Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's going to be in step 4 of the scientific method.